What's going on, Aries? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the month of February 2020. We got a brand new month and a brand new year and a brand new decade. So a lot of new energy going on. We're going to see what the cards are saying, what messages are being conveyed, and get you guys some clarity. All right, this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone that watches this, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel as usual. If it doesn't resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign or one of the previous readings that I did for Aries. Let's do this. We're going to be checking out your present energy first right here. This will be your main storyline of what's happening with you moving into February. After that, we're going into your futuristic energy over here on the left side. This will also be your supporting details and yeah, they should support your main storyline. After that, we're wrapping it up with your fairy card. You guys have the Six of Winter. Aries, I do want to say, excuse me, because there may seem like it's a glare on the picture. So it's not as clear as I usually have it, only because my lens seemed like it has been cracked for some reason. I don't even know how. But we should still be able to go on with the reading. All right. If you don't follow me on IG yet and you're brand new to the channel, you should follow me at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. And if you're looking for a personal reading with me, you could book that through the details that are offered in the description of the video. Sorry that I can't talk. Let's keep it moving. Aries. So crowning your reading, we do have the Tower with the Emperor card. So two major arcana cards. I believe you guys had the Tower card in your last reading, so there is some major changes that are happening in your world right now, some major shifts, shakeups, however you like to kind of describe it. All right, with the Tower card, this could be something that came as a surprise or a shock, something that came and caught you off guard, came out of nowhere. You had to kind of make a change and recover to something that was falling apart, falling away, something that has ended, something that's finished with the Tower moment. Now, but what I do like about this card here with the Emperor clarifying it is your position, because the Emperor is the Aries, right? So this is you popping up in your energy or in your reading with a very strong energy. The Emperor is poised. He's stable within himself. He knows who he is. He's very confident. He's very strong. He is the ruler of this empire, right? So even if the empire is falling, as long as the Emperor remains standing, right, the empire still exists. So there may be some external things in your environment that are falling apart, that are ending, that are being done away with, but the Emperor has retrieved something from out of this tower that he can use moving forward to continue to build his empire. So the empire still exists, is what I'm picking up. Now, as you can see, this Emperor has this trophy in his hand, right? Or this stand or this prize or whatever you want to describe that as. So I kind of pick this up as something that you retrieved from the tower through the experience that this environment or this tower kind of has taught you. It's some experiences, some stripes that you have, something that was retrieved, which is why you had to go into this tower. Now, because the tower comes as a surprise, the Emperor probably went into the tower not knowing that it will fall, not knowing that it would be something that wouldn't last, right? But he's able to look at the tower and understand that he has retrieved some valuable information from it. He has retrieved a valuable prize from it, right? And this is what he's holding on to as he's looking at the tower falling, as he's looking at this ending that could be occurring in your life right now, Aries. He's looking at whatever he was able to retrieve. And so the story still continues, right? The tower is not a total ending. It's just a shift. It's a reprogramming of the Matrix, right? It's almost like in the movie Matrix when Neo saw the cat and he saw the cat again. And, he said deja vu. And they asked him, why did you say deja vu? And he was like, oh, well, I looked and I saw a cat, and then I looked again and it looked like I saw the same cat. And then they started to explain to him, well, that's not deja vu. That's what's happening when the Matrix is being reprogrammed, or something about the program is changing, a glitch in the Matrix, something like that. So they later find out that the thing that they were changing about the program was that they had boarded up all the windows, and there were bricks on all the windows, so there was no way out or a way to escape. I feel like this is what's happening with this tower that you guys are experiencing. There are some things being adjusted, changed behind the scenes. The only thing you can see is what's kind of like falling away, but this is not an ending. This is more so of a new beginning. This is a reprogramming of where you are going to find yourself, right? But you guys are definitely very strong and determined with this Emperor energy, um, to keep the empire running and to grow it. And like I said, the emperor possesses all of the information, all of the knowledge, all of the spirituality, all of the lineage of the empire within himself, right? And within the tools that he took from out of the tower. Moving right along, we do have the Nine of Swords energy clarified by the Eight of Swords. So once again, this happened in your last reading too. There is a high level of stress, or there could be a high level of anxiety, worry, fear, doubt that's coming along with this change, this tower moment, this shock, this uprooting. The Eight of Swords is the same energy, almost someone feeling like they're stuck within this position, somebody feeling like the walls are closing in, that there is no way out, there is no escape, there is no solution for this problem. But these are all more so thoughts that are happening. This is all happening in your head. It's not the truth of the matter. It's more so of the illusion that the mind is creating, right? Because you're seeing things happen in your external world. Your thinking mechanism is spinning. Your mind is seeing things happening, and it automatically wants to go into fear, into doubt, into uneasiness, and creating this level of discomfort for you during this time, which is normal, right? Whenever we have a tower moment that is pretty big, we have all these different feelings of not knowing what's coming next, not knowing if we were the cause of this tower moment, not knowing why it happened. So you could be going through the process of all of the thinking and applying your logic to this tower moment. But this is a major universal shift, so your logical mind may not be able to figure out exactly what's happening here. This is above the pay grade of your thinking mind. So it may take you to get more so into an intuitive space, into a spiritual space, to connect with the universe, to connect with God, to feel what's exactly happening, what's taking place. Now, coming over here, we do have the Judgment card clarified by the Page of Cups. The Judgment speaks about your calling in life. It speaks about awakening. It speaks about spiritual promotion, or promotion in a general sense on a universal level. So this could be the cause of this tower. There is divine timing at play here. The universe is calling you, Aries, to take a certain position, to awaken from a certain sleep or slumber, to rise up. So this is definitely your soul's calling, your soul's mission. Some of you guys could have been feeling this for a while, that the universe is calling you to do more, maybe within the realm of your gifts, talents, and abilities, to do more within the realm of spirituality. Whatever it is that you're called to do, you're definitely going to be feeling this calling during this time in February. There could also be an offer that's coming in. With the Page of Cups, someone could be definitely wanting to offer you something, wanting to connect with you because they see the calling that you have on your life, or they see that there is something that is connecting them to you. This could also be an opportunity that's coming in that is going to be connected to your soul's calling. I definitely feel like this comes after this tower moment. This is kind of like the answer to what you were trying to figure out, what the solution would be. And I feel like it is also something that you feel brings you a certain level of emotional fulfillment. Whatever your calling is, you could definitely have a high level of passion for it. All right, but this is kind of like this opening up that's happening between you and the universe. And for a lot of other signs, I'm feeling this energy for February. There is this strong link and connection to the divine spirit, to your divinity, to your spiritual identity that you're definitely wanting to awaken to and get back in tune with during this time in February. And a lot of things are happening around us to get us back into that place, is what I feel in February. So it will be very important with you guys moving forward, Aries. What's happening in your spiritual life? What's happening in your soul's mission, your calling? What do you feel like your purpose is in life? Will be one of the questions that I think will come to the surface in February. So below that, we do have the Two of Wands clarified by the Strength card. So definitely there is a new direction that you guys will be heading in after this Tower moment. This person is looking out over the ocean. So some of you guys definitely could be traveling. Some of you guys definitely could be moving or relocating, because this person is looking at the world. Some of you Aries could be trying to figure out where it is that you want to move to. We're on the map, we're on the globe that you kind of want to make your new direction headed in. Yeah, this is also you guys tapping into another layer of strength that you have. I think this whole change, this major life change that's happening for you guys in the month of February, is making you kind of go deeper into your true nature, your true self. It is going to make you maybe take off some of the mask or shed some of the layers of your self in order to get down to a deeper, authentic place. Not saying that you guys are not authentic, but there's always layers of ourselves that we're peeling back, that we're finding out more truth about, that we're uncovering. So there's something here that's uncovering your true hidden talents or your true hidden abilities. There's some deeper level of strength or fortitude that you have that is really being shown during this time of massive change and shifting that's going on in your world. But Two of Wands, there's definitely a decision that you've made to go in a certain direction, but the movement probably hasn't been made yet. You guys are doing a lot of research. Maybe there's a lot of preparation. Maybe you're looking into a lot of things to see exactly what's going to happen when you make this change or this shift. So yeah, there could be a lot of research that needs to happen before this new beginning is made. But I feel like there is a direction that you are heading in, and in February you do make that decision to start moving towards that new direction, because whatever it was that is behind you that you're now going to be turning your back on has come to an end. It's all about divine timing, though. Over here we do have the Wheel of Fortune with the Fool card. So this is speaking of this shift. The Wheel of Fortune represents these new doors and these new opportunities that are going to be opening up to you. One cycle has been completed and you're transitioning into a brand new cycle or a karmic beginning. So yeah, this definitely once again has a lot to do with your fate, with divine timing, with your purpose in life. All right. And there is some type of risk or leap that you are going to have to take. There is some type of leap of faith that you're going to have to take in order to step into this new cycle. The Fool card talks about a leap being made, a brand new beginning, something starting from ground zero. But it's also it's also, what is the word? It's a continuation from the last point that you were at. Sorry, Aries. Doing a lot of readings today. But so as soon as one door is closing, there is another door that will be opening up. but it will take a tremendous amount of faith and belief that the universe has you, because there is going to be a jump that you have to make. And a lot of times when we jump, we don't know exactly what's going to catch us, but we do have to have faith that the universe is going to catch us. So you're definitely going to be called to walk by faith and not by sight. With this Fool card, as you can see, he's covering his eyes, he's covering his face, and he's jumping into a brand new opportunity, or the unknown. Right, this is representing unknown territory, going into the unknown, going with something that's brand new, and all you have is the information that you know, what you've learned, your skills, your talents, your abilities, your character that you have built. You know, this is what the Fool is about. So he doesn't really have anything with him, right? Even if you look at the Fool card in the regular tarot or the Rider-Waite deck, it's somebody that has packed very lightly. They're not taking a lot with them. He only has a bag that's tied on the end of a stick, and he's making this leap off of a cliff, if you look at the Fool card in the Rider-Waite. But it also seems like in that card, he's being pulled by the universe. There's something that is pulling him. There's something that's beckoning to him. Even if you look into the Fool's journey that Joseph Campbell talks about, it starts off with a calling. It starts off with, wow, this is crazy. What were we just talking about? A soul calling to do more, a call to answer, right? That's what the Fool's journey, that's the starting point of it. And we all go through multiple Fool's journeys, right? Depending on where you're at in life. It's a circle, it's a cycle, it's a spiral. So you guys are at this place where you're taking a brand new leap on the Fool's journey, and you're answering this call that could just be coming to you intuitively, internally, right? And the shakeup that's happening with this Tower moment is opening up this call to you. It's allowing you to hear this call from the universe. The Tower moment, or the Tower being removed, could have been the very thing that was blocking you from achieving your truest potential, achieving this next level of growth and evolution, Aries. So with that falling out of the way and the dust settling, now you're able to hear this call. All right, I'm thinking about the story of Moses right here, right? Moses was in a pretty high position. He was in Egypt. You know, he was like number one to the Pharaoh, right? He was one of Pharaoh's adopted sons, and Pharaoh loved him very much, right? The ruler of Egypt loved him very much. But he did something in Egypt when he was defending, you know, somebody from being killed or somebody from being harmed, and ended up killing a high-ranking officer or something along those lines. And he had to leave Egypt. He had to flee from Egypt so they wouldn't kill him, right? So Egypt was his tower, this major kingdom that he was in control of, that he had a lot of royalty in. He could do whatever he want. You know, this powerful, great thing was the thing that was blocking his calling. So he had to leave from Egypt and go into the wilderness. Come on, Aries, can I preach? He had to go into the wilderness, right? And in the wilderness, he started to be a goat herder for his wife's father. And he had to do that for 40 years in the wilderness, because he had to kind of reprogram himself from being this high-ranking person in Egypt, this royal person that got everything that he wanted and blah, blah, blah. And that's when his calling came, when he came into the wilderness. So I don't know. That just came out, Aries. So there is this type of journey that you're about to go into, where you're really stepping into your true calling. And this tower is now out of your way so that you can get into a place of answering this call, of going on this Fool's journey. And it's all about helping other people. I feel like a lot of Aries, you guys have something to offer to the collective. You guys are a powerful sign, being the first sign of the zodiac, right? The god of war. You guys have something to do in this world. And so these shifts and these changes are happening because there is a calling on your life, is what I'm feeling, Aries. Yeah. Let's go into your futuristic energy. 1 second, because I gotta unplug the charger. Okay. So up here we do have the Chariot, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Seven of Cups. Now, with the Chariot here, of course, this is talking about movement. Then we have the Six of Swords. So somebody is definitely moving, Aries, like, because the Chariot and the Six of Swords are the number one cards when we're talking about physical relocation. So there are some flights coming, right? Somebody is getting on a plane, a train, or a bus, or a car and moving, relocating to another place. The Chariot energy does talk about swift movement. So there is a speed to this movement. The Six of Swords is moving away from something that had a little bit of turmoil in it, some unsteadiness, trying to move towards more peaceful, tranquil waters, right? The Chariot card does represent a place of balance, though. You could be making this move to bring a level of balance, Aries, or you have achieved a certain level of balance within yourself on a physical level, a spiritual level, emotional level, a mental level, that you want to begin to move forward on your path, right? So I feel like this last cycle that you were in was for you to take in all of this information, all of this new knowledge, all of this experience, so that you can use it moving forward into this next cycle that you guys are coming into. But there's definitely movement coming. Below that, we have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Nine of Swords. Again, like I said, that worrying energy with the Nine of Swords, stressed out, not knowing what to do. Yeah, it may be stressful because whenever you are making major moves, a lot of times it's not as easy as it looks from the outside looking in. But you guys are inside of this. Ace of Wands energy shows you the answer, though. There is a certain level of energy that is coming in for you from the universe that is pushing you to push through these Nine of Swords, push through the anxiety, the fear, the doubt. And I feel like this is going to happen as you take action. The more action you take, the Ace of Wands is an action oriented card. So the more action that you lay towards this shift, this move, this change that you're headed to, the more so you leave the negative thoughts behind, the lower vibrations behind. Ace of Wands is talking about rising to the occasion. So I feel like as the action is coming in, as you guys are getting more information, as you're taking steps to solidify this move or this leap of faith, you're coming more so out of your head and getting into the material world, the movement of it all, which is very good for Aries. You guys are all about action. This is a fire card with the Ace of Wands. So use that passion to get out of your head, use that action in order to stop the worrying and perpetual thoughts. All right. Now, futuristic position is saying that the Eight of Pentacles and Ace of Cups is here. So another ace, definitely talking about a new beginning. But the Eight of Pentacles talks about what you do for work, what you do for your career, what you do in life. What is your soul's purpose? And so I feel like a lot of Aries could be moving into a career or a job that is something that's definitely going to be emotional fulfilling with the Ace of Cups. Something that you love to do, something that you will love to do. Um, yeah, your cup runneth over with the Ace of Cups. So you are going to be very focused in your future on building something. Your legacy is here. The Emperor gets to get back into this place of building the empire, continuing to build. But this change, this shift had to happen. In order for you to get to a place where you're doing something that you really love with these Ace of Cups, or something that affords you to live life the way that you want to, with the Ace of Cups. This is all about happiness, enjoyment, life, lifestyle. And you're doing the work and very focused in order to get this with the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys could also be having an opportunity at your workplace or at this new job that could be coming in to find love or to have this emotional connection to somebody with the Ace of Cups, because this is definitely talking about a opportunity in the area of love. If you are single, yeah, this could be a love connection that's happening around the workplace, or a love connection that you're working on and trying to build to a place of abundance with you and whoever you're with. All right, below that, we do have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Magician card. So the Seven of Cups is talking about a certain level of options that you will have coming towards you in the month of February. Some of you guys are going to have to make a position or make a choice when it comes down to what you want to do for work or where you want to work. The Seven of Cups talks about almost having so many options that it confuses you a little bit because you don't know whether to take this or that or do this or that. So there is a certain level of not knowing what, choice to choose at the end of the day. But we do have the Magician here, so he's pretty good at this elusive energy. The Magician energy here is working your magic, right? So if there is some smoky or confusion around your decisions, you guys are able to work through that with the Magician. This is also a good Aries card. I feel like whatever decision that you are choosing when it comes down to the options that are coming in, whether those are romantic, career, or financial opportunities, I feel like you are going to go with the one that is going to come along with a little bit of work. It's a fixer-upper is what I feel, because that's what the Magician energy specializes in. Starting with something that may almost have a humble beginning, but turning it and flipping it into something that's very abundant, using your magic, right? The Magician uses really simple devices to make something appear to be a miracle at the end of the day. So you may have an option that's coming in maybe for career or financial opportunity, where it's like almost like a house that you would choose. Like, okay, this one is a fixer upper, but it's a good house. If you paint it a little bit and you work on the plumbing a little bit and whatever you have to do with a house that's a fixer upper, this house is going to look beautiful. I feel like there may be something about this option that attracts you about it with this Magician energy here. Aries, all right? Let's go into your fairy card and then we'll wrap up the reading. You guys have the Six of Winter. It says positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling, or relocating. Once again, so if I haven't said it enough, somebody is traveling or relocating in the month of February, or really preparing to do this in the month of February. But it is going to be a positive change, right? It's relieving you from troubled times. So those troubled times that you are experiencing with the Nine of Swords, feeling like the walls are closing in on you with the Eight of Swords, you're about to get the relief. You're moving forward into a brand new beginning, a brand new leap of faith. You're answering your call, and you're doing something that is going to be emotional, fulfilling to you. Aries, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe on the channel, and I will see you guys later on in February. Good luck.